Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I am Michael Cole, your NWS Backstage interview for Revolution Impact and a Revolution Papers today. I'm Michael Cole. I'm going to give you my NWS Revolution Impact. And what a great NWS Revolution Impact was. Did we see Madness return? Did we? Well, I'll get to that later. Scott Casey Gale show up nights Agents Incorporated. Let's just say the Agents Incorporated the plan against Jack Harvey back. What a night. Okay, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Let's play close to 10. NWS NWS Revolution Impact was out. The commentators for the show were play-by-play commentator Josh Matthews and color Carlos. Here we go. NWS commentators Josh Matthews and Don Carlos welcome the fans to the Garrett Coliseum and Montgomery, Alabama, and one down the match cut. Matthews says we will feature Ian Cleveland versus a mystery opponent, whoever it is, who is apparently Ian Cleveland is gonna come out. Then we will see Liam Hardy from XCW versus Mike the Axe Murderer, and Ricky Armstrong will take on Anubis. Callis gets on the market situation, will face Monokuma and Mitchell Mayette, and will cut some sort of backstage Roman. Also, Jesse James Resurrect will face Hellhound, and Dallas Kahneman will defend his World Heavyweight Championship against Michael Scars Minor, and new MW and Chairman General Jerry will make a state of the MWS address. Matthews gets back at the mic and says the main event will be Scott Kisigo Esquire and Silver versus Jack Harvey in the main event. Matthews then tells the fans to enjoy the show as he and Callis go to commentary and plug the first match. And it starts off. Ian Cleveland issues a challenge. Ian is seen in the ring as the fans cheer with a phone in his hand. Ian says, "You brought up the best in me just like I brought up the best in you. We have battles that people will remember. We even teamed up for one match. The fans would love it if you were to make an appearance. I'm hoping you'll meet me in. I'm looking forward for an answer right now." Ian is waiting in the ring and begins to pace back and forth for the individual. And if you don't come out here, I guess I'll have to go to you. Ian drops the mic and leaves the ring as the show continues. News. Backstage, NWS Revolution owner and chairman General Jerry Agents Incorporated finished having the office in Skybox Street to renovated. NWS Personal Individual's #1 favorite stable, the Agents Incorporated as NWS Intercontinental Champion and General Jerry. How does that feel to the new owner and chairman? Jerry says it feels great, and as a matter of fact, he has made a whole lot of changes around it, and it starts with new contracts. Jerry said the Agents Incorporated have brand new fat ironclad contracts, as well as the personal individual King Cody Bernard. And the included advocate Dan Lambert now, but and both King Cody Bernard and Dan Lambert now both have a no touch clause, meaning no NWS super can lay a finger on them or touch them, and if they do, they will be arrested, reprimanded, and fined. Oh, jeez. Jerry also has hired Mr. Snippy as personal referee. Mr. Snippy was very pleased with his new promotion. Thank General Jerry, the Agents Incorporated. MWS Universal Champion Agents leader Scott Kisigo Esquire said tonight he and his best close friend and spirit guide Sir Robinite will take care of Jack Harvey tonight and then defeat him as well. With Mr. Snippy as a special guest referee, things are in their favor. Sir Robinite said, "Yes, indeed. And tomorrow for lunch, me and Scott will take the Agent Incorporated out to lunch at the Urban Cookhouse and for pizza dinner at Marco's Pizza." The Agents Incorporated please. MWS World Heavyweight Champion Dallas Kahneman said tonight he plans to shut Michael Scars Minor up once and for all when he beats his whiny big ass tonight and still be the MWS World Heavyweight Champion. Jerry says he has given himself the night off and will defend his Intercontinental Championship next Thursday in San Antonio, Texas, because tonight he has to do the state of the NWS address. Scott Kisinger Esquire says, "Welcome to a new era in the NWS, welcome to a new healthy environment." Oh boy, Jesus! How many times is Scott going to talk about the environment? It's getting old. It's getting old. But oh well, it is what it is. I guess we have to be annoyed by him. Oh geez. And then Josh Matthews and Don Carlos plugged the second match. Liam Hardy versus Mike the Axe Murderer. This was the second match as Liam and Mike trade the blows as Liam takes down Mike with a double axe handle bow. Then Mike battles back with an Inzaguri uppercut, then a missile drop kick and Hurricane Rana, and a lariat as Liam gives Mike a body slam and fireman's carry as the pin, but he kicks out as Mike gives Liam a big boot, then a DDT and a tilt-a-whirl as Mike hits a leg dive on him in a crossbody and plants my arm as he goes to pin Liam, but he has his foot on the rope and fights off Mike as he gives him several punches and atomic chop and meat hook. Then locks Mike in the Kimura lock, but he refuses to tap out as Liam lets him go. Then Mike is above the sun with another, but not. Liam blocks and delivers a clothesline from hell for the win. Winner Liam Hardy via pinfall with clothesline from hell. This match lasted 12 minutes. After the match, Liam Hardy gets a standing ovation from the Alabama crowd and well deserved. Gotta say, this Liam Hardy guy, he has a bright future here in the NWS. Just see what he did on XCW Canada. Audi XCW. This guy is a future star. He's a future Intercontinental Champion, a future United States Champion, future Hardcore Champion, a future Universal Champion, I believe, a future World Heavyweight Champion. I believe that Liam Hardy is gonna be the next big hit in the NWS Revolution. I, Michael Cole, know it. He has talent. If you don't believe it, leave me. Then watch his matches on XCW. Watch his background. You will be blown away. And then backstage, I, Michael Cole, interviewed Jack Harvey and asked him his thoughts on facing Team Night, Scott Kisinger on Silver Night with Mr. Snippy as a special guest referee. Jack says the Agents Incorporated can stack all the odds against Jack Harvey says the Agents Incorporated can stack all the odds against me as they please. But one way or another, I, Jack Harvey, will be Mr. Snippy better be biased or he better be unbiased or if he doesn't, he has no problem left. He does not give a wet ass if he goes to jail for it or not, because he is Jack Harvey, and that's the bottom line. Jack Harvey then gets a candlestick for sent to the Agents Incorporated personal locker room as he is looking for Scott Kisinger Esquire. Jack calls Scott out, but then said, but Scott doesn't show up. That's okay. Don't worry. That's okay. That's all right. You know what? I think I'm going to sit right here in this chair until you come out here, Scott. Wow. Gotta say, Jack mind games with Scott Kisinger and so whopping right there. Agents Incorporated. I love it. I love it. I love it when Jack Harvey and Agents Incorporated. And then in the Agents Incorporated Skyback Street office, Scott Kisinger Esquire sees Jack Harvey to his locker room. Scott Kisinger says Jack Harvey is so fickle and impotent, like these dumbass fans. He thinks he can just invade our personal locker room and get away with what he wants, not pay the price. Well, then he has another thing coming. So up night says tonight, Jack Harvey he's here because Mitch is making in a major beating, Agents Incorporated style. An American male, and then an African American male, 11 years old, walks from the Agents Incorporated Skyback Street office and calls them out trash as he mouths up to them. Dallas says, "Who the hell do you think you are, you little boy?" The black kid introduces himself as Tyrone T. Bone Briggs. That is who I am, biatch. Tyrone then tells General Jerry, a 40 Intercontinental owner. Jerry gets mad and says, "You little bastard, I have to slap the living daylights out of you." Tyrone says, "Go ahead, bitch." Scott Kisinger Esquire watch his mouth, or he and Robert Knight will wash it out with soap. Tyrone then flips off Scott, and so Robert and Scott Kisinger, and then flips off Scott Kisinger and says, "Fuck you, Four Eyes." Scott is shocked. So up like that slaps Tyrone as he shoves Knight and House buzzing so up Knight to put Tyrone over his knee and give him 11 spankings. Jeez. Tyrone and Tyrone, this is funny. Tyrone calls Robert Knight a French homo as he throws candy at him, then kicks him. Robert Knight says, "You little brat." Knight then grabs him and makes Tyrone sit on his lap as he tells him, "You in big trouble, Tyrone, and as punishment, you sit on my lap until and think about what you did until the main event." What the hell is wrong with Silver Knight? He has a habit of spanking guys, and making kids, little boys, sit in his lap. Apparently, Silver Knight is against spanking skeptics. Once again, back to the censorship. How many guys is Silver Knight gonna spank as punishment? And how many people is he gonna make send that? Am I Michael Cole gonna be next? Silver Knight told me that I might be next. Sorry, Robert Knight, I don't swing that way. Don't you dare! Don't you even try to spank me. Don't you even think of me because it will not happen. Have Scott Kisagel send the lap or something, or King Cody Bernard. Geez, that guy's impossible. That was fun. But I gotta say, short and props to Tyrone T-Bone Briggs for kicking so up and mouthing up to the Agents Incorporated. That was funny. Josh Memphis and Don Callis laughing time to say they love to see the Agents Incorporated get on as they plug the next match. Ricky Armstrong defeated Anubis. This was the third match as he took Anubis down and gives him an aerial throws and then a backhand chop and roundhouse kick as Anubis claws him in the face and gives him a spit and and suplexes him as he gives him a neck break and diving over head chop and body avalanches. Ricky battles back for a stinger smash and a best person spinning knife edge chop and foot bust as Ricky pounds away on the Anubis until he bites back with a hard claw punch and with the Doomsday device as it goes to pin him, but Ricky kicks out as Hellhound shows up on the Titan trying to lapse at him, which distracts him. Then as Ricky gives Anubis a chop drop, then an elbow drop and a bionic elbow as he finishes off Anubis with an Armstrong Escalade for the free count. Winner Ricky Armstrong via pinfall with Armstrong Escalade as this match lasted 15 minutes and 45 seconds. I am very impressed with Armstrong guy. Just like Liam Hardy, this Ricky Armstrong guy, he has a bright future here in the NWSRevolution. Check his matches on XCW. You most definitely will not be disappointed. As a matter of fact, you will be impressed with this guy. Hellhound then comes with Lambert as he attacks Anubis and lays him out with the burning hammer and sprays Agents Incorporated on Anubis' chest. Matthews encounters Santon as Hellhound joined forces with the Agents Incorporated. And then more of Jack Harvey and Scott's locker room as he decides to take a sip of Scott's water out a can of Dr. Pepper and drinks it. Jack says since Scott Casey Esquire and his boyfriend Sir Robert Knight and the rest of the Agents Incorporated are going to a state of the NWS suggests, like that hasn't been done before. Jack then eats a hot dog and hamburger with fries and says, I might as well try to inside as I watch this boring Agents Incorporated address. Yeah, and it definitely was boring. And then Mr. Snippy then tells the Agents Incorporated it's time for the state address. Oh my God. Oh well, okay. Agents Incorporated General Jury's State of the NWS address. King Cody Bernard introduces the Agents Incorporated as they come out to massive loud boos. Sir Robert Knight has little T-Bone Briggs he's holding him in the phone now. He's holding him as punishment. Scott Casey Gill Esquire calls the man fickle and impotent as he tells him to shut up and to stop wasting their money on hot dogs and junk food and start eating fruits and vegetables. The fans chant, shut the fuck up, shut the fuck up. Sir Robert Knight calls the fans peasants as he tells them to silence themselves and let the Agents Incorporated. Dallas gets on the mic says last Thursday he defeated Mike the Ex-Murderer and tonight he will beat Michael Scott's minor since he keeps complaining about not being booked and never getting a Universal title shot. Scott gets back in the mic and says, since Michael Scott's minor wants to face him for his Universal Championship next Thursday, he will give opportunity as long as Minor is able to defend his Scott's Championship against an opponent of his choice. And if Minor retains his Scott's Championship, that will give him a shot at the Universal title on his terms. But it is now time for the new owner and chairman, General Jerry, to speak. I really got to read all this. All right. Jerry gets on the microphone and says, ladies and gentlemen, please shut your mouths as I, the new owner chairman, speak my mind and deliver state of the NWS address. It is time for changes in the NWS revolution that touch contracts. Our contracts are now ironclad, especially for the agents incorporated. Jerry then says, as I said earlier today, Dan Lambert and King Cotty Bernard now have an official permanent no-touch clause, and this time it will stay permanent. Jerry then says there will be new NWS championship titles coming in, and our titles will be getting an upgrade as per request from the Agents Incorporated and Scott Kisigiel and Sir Robert Knight. Jerry then said fans have to pay for their own food. From now on, fans are chanting boring, boring, boring. Boring? Well, if you stupid fans think we are boring, then you must still be living in your parents' basement because we, the Agents Incorporated, are never boring. The boring era was Jack Harvey's winners and Devis Revolution owner. Jerry then says, nobody is getting fired, so don't worry. Next week will be open fight night, meaning any superstar on the NWS roster can issue an open challenge to face anybody they want. The only match that will not happen is me versus Jack Harvey for control of the company. And if Jack wants a rematch, then he will have to earn it, and that will not be for a very long time because I have an intercontinental title to defend against opponents of my choosing. Jerry then says it is time for the new era here in the NWS Revolution, the era of General Jerry, the era of the Agents Incorporated. And then Howard then comes to join the Agents Incorporated. They all said yes. Howard then shook hands with the Agents Incorporated as he is now the newest member. Jerry ends the segment saying, can you feel the power? Can you feel the power of General Jerry? Can you feel the power of the Agents Incorporated? I gotta say, oh God, this so good. Listening to General Jerry and the Agents Incorporated talk for like about 25 minutes. Oh God, how boring was that? The only cool guy in the Agents Incorporated is Dallas Counterman because I, Michael Cole, have a lot of respect for Dallas Counterman, and at least Dallas Counterman can back up his own word. Unlike Scott Kisigiel Esquire, Sir Robert Knight, or General Jerry are now Hellbound, or the Advocate Dan Lambert, or King Cotty Bernard. Jeez. And then Josh Memphis and Don Callis say in commentary, the Incorporated are power hungry. Who will stop them? And then the search continues. Ian is getting out of a car and going in what looks like a mental the individual's name. As he's looking around the abandoned building in darkness, using his iPhone for light, he sees messages all over the walls reading, Unleash the madness. Why so serious? Drive them mad. Ian then second guesses and heads out, back out to the arena. Is it madness? Is it? Who is it? And then NWS General Manager Mr. Jesse Acevedo says, we will see about this. Oh yes, we will see about this. Ha ha ha. The GM then takes a sip of his tea. What does he mean by that? What the general manager mean by that? And was that madness? Is madness coming back? Hmm. And then Josh Mathis and Don Callis plug the next match. Match number 4, Jason the Situation defeated Monokuma. This was the 4th match as Jason the Situation Monokuma was so back and forth, with Jason the Situation taking down Monokuma as he gave him a manga chop and a double foot crepe and inverted the forearm club as Monokuma battles back for Hard stuff, the backhanded battering ram as Jason the situation gives Monokuma a double knee back kick and dragon whipping. Full Nelson slam. Monokuma then hits push whip on Jason the situation, then a double DDT as he plants an impact on JTS and goes to pin him, but JTS gets a shoulder up and super Monokuma. Then a soul kick and then plants the end of days for the pinfall. Winner Jason the situation via pinfall. This match lasted 10 minutes. Gotta say, pretty good match. Both Jason the situation, Monokuma coming look pretty good. The question about Monokuma is, whose side is he going to be on? Is he going to join the H's Incorporated or against the H's Incorporated? Only time will tell. And why did Hellhound join the H's Incorporated? What motive? And then back in Scott's locker room, Dan Lambert goes in, enters as he tells Jack to please leave Scott in Rock's locker room. It is the H Incorporated locker room as well. Jackson says, no, why don't Scott Kisigo Esquire or Sir Rob Knight and the rest of the H Incorporated come make me leave? Lambert tells Jack they are busy. Jack says, busy doing what? Lambert says, getting ready for the matches. Jack says, fair enough. Lambert then fish taco and eats one. Jack asks if he wants ketchup and mustard on it, and it might taste better that way. Lambert says, sure. Jack then squirts the ketchup and mustard on Dan Lambert. Jack says, whoops, sorry. Lambert has a mad look on his face and leaves. Jack says, well, at least I did not touch him or lay a finger on him. The ketchup and mustard bottle that Jack laughs. Ha ha ha. Love seeing Dan Lambert get picked on like that. Dan Lambert deserves that. Ha ha. That was pretty funny when Jack Harry's face and mouth for Dan Lambert. Dan Lambert deserved every minute of that. And then back to Michael Cole interview 2019 Royal Rumble winner Jesse James resurrect and ask him about facing Hellhound. Jesse says, really, I have to face Hellhound because he seems to have a major problem with me? Well, tonight show Hellhound that fake wolf or whatever the hell he is I could care less about Hellhound and his or stupid battle of wolves and his resurrection process, which is nothing but a failure, just like him, who will never amount to a dime, and he will show Hellhound what a real wrestling winner is. Strong words from Mr. Jesse S. Strong, powerful words I botch. Strong, powerful words from Jesse James Resurrect. I tell you, strong, powerful words. I botch those guys. I botch their names a lot. And then backstage in the Skybox Street, Sir Robert Knight has Tyrone back in his lap as punishment as they stop talking as the rest of the HC's company start talking strategy. He pitches an idea to Scott Casey Gill Esquire about having a 4-on-4 match. Scott loves the ideas. He says it will be him, Sir Robert Knight, Dallas Kendall J versus 4 mystery opponents. Whoever has the guts to accept that challenge to make a video and step up to the plate. Who will be the 4 individuals that the H Incorporated face? Who will it be? We gotta find next because next week is definitely open fight night. And Josh Memphis and Don Callis come to they hope the H Incorporated get their ass kicked next week as they plug the next match. It's Jesse James Resurrect, but defeated how Dan Lambert in his corner. Apparently, Hellhound is the newest member of the H Incorporated. Is there going to be a follow-up to this story? But anyway, this was beat the hell out of each other with Jesse punching Hellhound and throwing him around the ring and giving him a fallaway slam and a quick arm lariat and back fist and a flapjack as Hellhound fires back with a spinning heel kick as he calls Jesse and drops him with the burning hammer as he goes to pin him, but Jesse kicks and bites off Hellhound as he totally dominates him and beats him from pillar to post as he gives him a mid-dropping body guillotine and then a hip attack and hip process. He locks him in the crossface, baby. Hellhound is destined to reach the ropes. Jesse then slams Hellhound's head and all 4 turnbuckles and the wingman. Jesse gives Hellhound a pouncing cartwheels. Jesse plants Hellhound with the package pile driver for the 1, 2, 3. Winner Jesse James Resurrect via pinfall with driver. This match lasted 14 minutes and 34 seconds. Jesse then points at the Revolution sign. Gotta say, hell got ass kicked. I mean, he got some good offense, but Jesse pretty much dominated him. And I know what Hellhound's gonna do. He's gonna bitch and complain Anubis for not being there, and he's gonna blame Monokuma, knowing how Hellhound is. Oh boy, we gotta listen one. And then Josh was not gonna send time how ready they say how ready Jesse is for Revolution Mania 4, and he just proved it tonight against Hellhound. And that he did. Jesse James Westbrook is very ready for Revolution Mania 4. I can't wait to see the match between him and Dallas Coleman at Revolution for the NWS World Heavyweight Championship. It is going to be one hell of a match. And then backstage, Mitchell Mayette was shown in the dark room looking at a mirror saying that evil that has poisoned the NWS Revolution must be stopped. They will pay for what they did to me. I have been overlooked long enough. It is time for me to recharge my battery. It is time for me to redeem myself. It is time for me to get the fans' trust and support. And the only way to do it is go dark, very dark. I must accept the darkness and put an end to the sleepiness. I must find myself and let the inner part of me out. That is right. You will see a new and improved Mitchell Mayette. I will be a lot more tougher and stronger. Good. I will unleash it. My eye will raise hell. I have been reborn and I will punish the Agents Incorporated. I will release the darkness. It is time for as the end is near. And then the end is near song starts playing. The end is near. Okay. Wyatt was talking to himself. Paul Heyman was standing next to him, to Mitchell Wyatt. Has Paul Heyman turned face? Is Paul Heyman gonna be the new age Mitchell Wyatt? What does this mean? What is Paul Heyman's relationship with Mitchell Wyatt? Has Paul Heyman turned on the Agents Incorporated? Has Paul Heyman turned on the Snow Mafia Warriors? What's going on here? We will find out. I am looking forward to seeing how this is up. And a new side of Mitchell Mayette. And then more of Jack, Harvey, and Scott Kissigale and so up night's locker room eating KFC, Kentucky Fried Chicken. King Cody Bernard goes in the locker room to try and get him out, but to no avail. Jack says, since I cannot touch you or lay a finger on you, I will give you some water to calm you down. But first, how about a Dr. Pepper as Jack opens the Dr. Pepper can and dumps it out over King Cody Bernard's head, then washes it down with bottles of water. King Cody Bernard says he sued Jack Harvey. Jack says, what for? I did not even touch you or lay a finger on you. All I just did is give you Dr. Pepper and water. Man, what a whine. King Cody Bernard is nothing more than a whiner. He is such a crybaby. And then Josh Matthews Domcast saying commentary how that message from Mitchell Mayette was, and how funny it was seeing Jack Harvey be dumping water over King Cody Bernard's head. And then it's the NWS World Heavyweight Championship match, last man standing. Dallas Coleman with Dan Lambert, Michael Scott Miner, who had Ethan Zobel in this corner. This was the co-main event as Dallas and Miner had a great back and forth last man standing match. Dallas giving him a body smash and scoop slam as Miner bites back for a headbutt and a bicycle kick as he hits Dallas on the head with a steel rep counts, but Dallas gets up at 6 and waylays into Miner as he busts him open for hard steel chair shot to the head, then pounds away in him as he slams his head and four turnbuckles and gives him a face break and then a brain buster as Miner hits Dallas and busts him open with a metal pipe as the ref counts and Dallas gets up 8. Dallas then hits Miner with a chop block and a Garvin and stuff as he drops Dallas with a Miner bomb as the ref counts and Dallas sits up at 8.5. And there's Miner to drop him again as a bloody Miner plants Dallas with the scars of Miner. The ref counts and Dallas gets up at 9.5. And then Dallas trade blows as they both are bleeding profusely and beating the hell out of each other as Dallas hits a crossbody on Miner and then beats on him with a candlestick. Vintage candlestick is vintage Miner. As vintage Dallas hits vintage Miner on the head with a baseball bat as the ref counts and Miner gets 9.5. Both men are dominant in this match and strong as well. Miner is above the Miner bomb Dallas again, but he blocks and delivers The Claymore kick. Drew McIntyre, the Claymore kick to minus. Minor goes through a table, and the ref counts to 10 as Dallas retains the NWS World Heavyweight Championship and wins the match. Winner Dallas Counterman via last man standing, as this match lasted 21 minutes and 25 seconds. After the match, Minor and Dallas shake hands as a sign of respect and put in a tremendous match. Jesse James resurrected shown on the ramp by applying Dallas logo point to the Mania sign. Jack then, I gotta say, what a hell of a match. I watched this match with open eyes. Both Dallas and Michael Minor put on one tremendous match as usual. They always put in great matches whenever they wrestle. Gotta give both guys credit. Both mad respect and credit to both guys. And then Jack back in Scott's locker room, Jack then does a sigh of frustration, and he then throws the Scott's locker room and says, "That is fine. That's okay. That is fine. Fine. You guys won't come to me. I'll come to you." Your S-Claim so well like it with the face Jack Harvey. Scott and Knight as King Cody Bernard. Matthews and Don Carson comedy. So the Ancient Corporation can have a voice of reason. King Cody Bernard gets emotional as he hugs both Scott and Knight and says, and then meanwhile the rest of the Ancient Incorporated would tie little Tyrone T-Bone Briggs in a chair. Knight tells Tyrone he will be back to continue to put him back in his lap. So Robert Knight then also says he would love a rematch against Shane McMahon for the Hardcore Championship at Revolution Chamber. In his pitch, Jerry grants him that wish. So apparently, so Robert Knight just gets his rematch just handed to him. Instead of reports, so Robert Knight has it handed to him for an opportunity. So Robert Knight, you win some, you lose some. Quit being a French crybaby and accept that you're a man. And then Matthews and Callis say Robert Knight has a weird way of punishing kids as they plug the main event. King Cody Bernard joins them for comment. Matthews is annoyed. Cody tells Matthews to shut up and deal with it, as there's finally a voice of reason for the H Incorporated, and that is me, not you. Jack Harvey was Shane McMahon in his corner for Scott Casey Esquire, and so Robert with Dan Lambert in the corner in the 2-1 handicap match. King Cody went out standing up and cheering for Scott and Knight like a cheerleader. Cody says Scott Casey Esquire has grown on him in his own different figure for him, and so Robert Knight has grown on him to be like an uncle. Jack Harvey then comes out as Cody boos him. Jack glares at Cody Bernard and him off. Cody says, "How dare he do that to me? I am insulted and offended." Matthews tells Cody Bernard, "Oh, boo-hoo." Scott and Knight attack Jack from behind as Jack kicks out Scott and Knight are double teaming him as they hit him with an aided whiplash, then an aided pile drivers. Mr. Snippy quick counts. Then Scott and Knight are beating down on Jack until he clotheslines them and gives them two bitches just elbow strikes as he grabs a Singapore cane, but that stupid censorship bitch Mr. Snippy and disqualifies Jack. Jack gets in the face of Mr. Snippy. Cody says on commentary serves Jack right for cheating. Scott and Knight then have the match restarted, upload Jack and give him an aided wheelbarrow suplex and an elevated jawbreaker and rocket launcher. As Jack is finally able to fight Scott and Knight up, as he beats the out of them, gives them bench presses and stops a mud hole in them and walks to dry. Jack hits both those assholes, Scott and Knight, but beat trigger as he has them. Snippy is tying his shoes instead of counting. Josh Maverick says to come to, "What the hell is Mr. Snippy doing? Why is he tying his shoes and counting?" Cody says so he does not trip over his shoes. Jack gets in Snippy's face again as Mr. Snippy threatens to DQ Jack to attacks him. Jack then continues to assault Scott and Knight as he dominates him and suplexes both of them as he drops him up a dirty decent mic check and goes to pin him, but Mr. Snippy acts like something in his eye. A discussion with Josh Maverick says on comedy, "Come on, man, Mr. Snippy, do your damn job and count." Callis agrees with Maverick. Says Mr. Snippy has something in his eye. Show some respect. Josh Maverick says he does not. Jack then grabs Mr. Snippy by the collar and above the hell out of him, but is saved by Scott and Knight. As Scott pedigrees Jack and Knight plants Jack with the Knight style drop, and then Scott and Knight delivers decapitation to Jack as they go to pin him. Mr. Snip, he goes down the count. Matthews says, "Now this idiot is going to count." As Snip's about to come to free, Ian Cleanan runs down and pulls up Mr. Snippy and lays him out as the fans cheer. King Cody Bernard yells in commentary, "What the hell is he doing from ringside?" Ian then gets in the face of Cody Bernard, but security comes to his aid. Ian then decides to referee the match as Scott and Knight get not only to be attacked by Jack as he gets a steel chair and beats on them non-stop. Ian makes this match a no DQ. Jack then butts Scott open with a metal pipe and whacks on them with a steel chain as he gets up table as he and Ian freely both Scott and Knight forward tables. Ian goes to count, but is pulled out by Jerry, who attacks Ian and lays him out for Jerry Bob. Mr. Snippy then gets up King Cody Bernard. King Cody Bernard then hands him a mace spot. Mr. Snippy then maces Jack in the face as Scott and Knight slowly get up and beat Jack down. Sir Robert Knight puts Jack over his knee and gives him a spanking non-stop. And slaps Jack and beats on him with a wrench. And then a sledgehammer as Scott and Knight go to pin him. Jack and Mr. Snippy go to pin Jack. Mr. Snippy then goes to count. He again is pulled in. Mr. Snippy to throw the match out. Myatt then comes down to attack both Scott and Knight. Then Dallas comes down for the 7, helps Scott and Knight as he and Jerry, Myatt, Ian, and Jack until they're able to fight back. General Manager Mr. Jesse Acevedo shows up on the Titan trying to restart the match as with Ian as the referee. Scott and Knight get in Ian's face as Jack and Ian then free these Scott and free these Sir Robert Knight. Ian hits the cutter button. Jack then gets the pin on Knight, and as Ian counts 1, 2, 3. Winner Jack Harvey via pinfall with 3D. After the match, King Cody Bernard is complaining and commentary saying Jack cheated to win and Ian was not the referee. That general manager, Mr. Jesse Acevedo, screwed over the agency. Incorporated King Cody Bernard accuses Mr. Jesse Acevedo of using his power. A huge brawl erupts as Michael Scott's Minor comes down and attacks Scott Casey Gill, saying he wants a Universal Championship match. Jason, this situation comes down as he and Minor brawl. Shane McMahon then spears down Sir Robert Knight and they bar. Scott and Jerry are brawling with brothers. Dallas and Myatt are brawling in the back. Josh Maverick says, "We have a huge brawl on our hands. At Revolution Champion, it will be the Aces brothers with Scott Gill and General Jerry in the King of Insanity match. Shane McMahon will once again take on Sir Robert Knight for the Hardcore Championship in 60 page. Michael Scott's Minor will defend his NWS Scott's Championship against Jason. The situation. We are out of time. Good night, everybody. Don Carter says, see you all next week. King Cody Bernard says the stupid Aces brothers will be reprimanded and fined for screwing over the H Incorporated. That is a big no-no, and Ian must pay the price. But H Incorporated will get payback. The show goes off the air with Evelyn Varney. I Michael Cole, will wait. This NWS Revolution Impact episode. The perfect 10, 5 stars, 2 thumbs up, way up with an A++. But when you see this video, comment down below and tell me, Michael Cole, what you thought about this Revolution Impact. And next week, Josh Matthews will be back here to do the breakdown people and the Revolution Impact review, which will be held in San Antonio, Texas. Now that's all I, Michael, gotta say. Make sure you subscribe to the NWS Revolution YouTube channel for all your promos, interviews, breakdown previews, reviews, face-to-face confrontations. Make sure you follow us on Twitter at NWS Revolution, like the NWS Revolution Facebook page, and make sure to download the NWS app for only $9.99. Make sure, yeah, that's right. You can watch old NWS Revolution Impact videos on the NWS app for only $9.99. That's right, the price of $9.99. Well, everybody, and like I said, Josh Matthews will be back to do the Revolution Impact breakdown preview and review, and if anyone wants me, Michael Cole, to interview them let me know in the comment section or let me know on Twitter, let me know on the NWS Revolution Twitter account. Anyway, everybody, Michael Cole out. Vintage Michael Cole out. Vintage NWS Revolution. Good night, everybody.